Everybody, this is Rolling Swarm from the Legion Clan coming to you live. Time by me is 7:53 p.m. Central European Summertime. We have got some fantastic games coming up for you this evening on day 3 of the World of Tanks Blitz online finals for the Twister Cup for the European server region. Just making sure everything is grand on the stream. It looks like we're going good. We're going to have the invites coming out in about 2 minutes' time. And it is incredibly hot here in Malta, but I am going to stick on the webcam nonetheless. There we go. So I am probably an absolute wreck, but I don't mind. It's great to have you guys back here with us again for day 3. Reminder, this stream is following Legion's main team on their quest to retain the Twister Cup, the title of world champions, basically. Tonight, Legion are going to be facing off against Easy, All-Stars team, and Rez is back. So 2 pretty mid-table. There's no such thing as an easy fixture. That's what Thomas was saying earlier today. And how right he is when it gets down to the when it gets up to this level of competition, actually, on World of Tanks Blitz. So not the toughest lineup for them, but certainly they're going to be taking it deadly, deadly seriously. And any team can walk away with the victory here. But Legion probably are the favourites going into this one. But let's hope they don't get too complacent. So let's see if we can have a look actually at the current standings just before the invite drops in. There's the invite. We might have a little bit of time. Basically, Legion are triple locked in for the first place with Raid and their Legion clan's other team, Big Game. And then you've got First Alliance and Ready to Kill in the mid-table. All-Stars, Loka and Rez is back, leading up the bottom of the table there. But let's make sure that we don't miss this invite. That would just be the worst thing in the world, as I said before. So we're here. That's good. Let's get that moved across. Fantastic. So for those of you who haven't tuned in before, and for those of you who have tuned in before but just don't listen to me, please make sure that you watch this stream through Wargaming's official portal, either through the in-game client or through their website. If you log in with your Wargaming ID through either of those routes, you can get Twister coins, you can unlock the crates and get prizes and whatever else. Why wouldn't you be doing that? It makes no difference to you, and it makes no difference to me. I still get the views. So, there is that, which is nice. So it's a best of 5. Supremacy, obviously. That's what the tournament scene in Blitz is at the moment. The first map is going to be Canyon. This is a great map, one of my personal favorites. It was a bit of a game changer in terms of the format. The middle cap, the B area in Supremacy, and even in counter battles, it's so important. And it's for me, at least, I felt it was quite unique, being one of the few maps where you want to be in the middle and you can survive, and you do have a lot of options of being in the middle. And in Clan Wars, I think we can expect to see that both teams will be looking to control that area whilst getting dominance and securing one of the flanks as well. And just having a look here, we've got 3 minutes to go. So let's talk about the lineups. Legion are the green team as you see them now. They'll be the red or the blue team. I never remember which way it goes, but they're the green team right now. They're going to be starting first time on the north spawn on this map. Once we play the first game, the spawns will switch, so both teams have a crack at either spawn. Noting that sometimes, depends, it varies from map to map, but sometimes there can be a little bit of variation between spawns in terms of bias or different strats. There are some maps which are more symmetrical than others, but Canyon, there is a definite difference between the spawns in terms of what options are open for the different teams. So I can't see Easy's lineup anymore. Shame on me for not getting stuck into an analysis of their tank composition before they disappeared. Easy, hopefully Mario's got his streams up and you can catch their games as well. This for them is a big day. Easy, they're the crowd favorite. They've got the most points, fan banners out of all the 8 teams in the online finals for the European server region, and they were pegged by a lot of analysts and players to be really in with a shot, and they still are. Everyone still is, but the first 2 days have been very tough for them. They've lost a couple of matches that I bet they were quite confident they could have won. And now coming into day 3 is a tough one for them. They're coming up against Legion main team and Ready to Kill, R2K. And both of those teams, at least in my mind, are the number 1 seeds respectively, on the European server. So looking at the lineups here, Legion double Batchat. That's going to be great to watch NG and Oxbow terrorize the battlefield. Double Batchats with the mobility, the clipping damage, can work absolute magic on the field of battle. So it's going to be super, super interesting to see what Legion does with those. And then we've got Papasten, Gangdalf, Eggy in the WZ-113s, the new Chinese heavy tank. And then Blast and Thomas in the old school favorite, the IS-7. Across the table with Easy, Valkyrie in the T-57 Heavy, Ajdu in the IS-7, General Batchat 25T, Ghost Gunner WZ-113, Wazi Grill 15, Edgar GQ IS-7, and World Animal IS-7 as well. They've got 20 seconds to go, so I hope Wazi and World Animal ready up in time. I'm ready. We're not going to miss the battle. Been revising the camera controls as well, so hopefully you guys should be able to catch a bit more of the action than we've been seeing on days 1 and 2. So let's see, make sure that everything's good. Also, I've changed the hotkey for moving around the overlays, so when I do this, in theory, there's no screenshot noise. Hey, oh Blast, you've got the wrong fan banner again. You've done it to me again. That's terrible. And Ghost Gunner, I'm seeing you on rankings. Where's your fan banner? Where is your fan banner indeed? So Oxbow here in the Batchat 25T, rocking the Calhoun camouflage, the European server Twister camo. What a beautiful camo that is. Let's get into free cam, get nice and elevated. Great. So look at that. Straight away we can see Easy have dropped 5 speed boosts. That'll get them into position much, much quicker. Legion have also dropped a couple. And it looks like Legion are pushing towards C, and Easy are also making their way towards C. Let's see here. General here in the Batchat 25T spotting out here. He's going to have established for Easy that there is indeed no one on that flank. Edgar GQ in the IS-7 locking down there. Legion with the dominant play on the cap here. Look at NG and Oxbow there. Double tap Batchat getting the cap, and they're going to rotate out Thomas, Gangdalf, and Blast in the heavies, and Papasten taking a hit there. Those guys, those heavy tanks are going to secure C. Across the table, it is Ghost Gunner in the 113 who's capping A, but Legion have basically got a 1-kill advantage in terms of cap points. Great start for them. Look at this. Oxbow and NG, the double Batchats, the double team, the terrors of the flank, the outfield. Those guys can make a mess of an isolated tank like Edgar GQ potentially here. He is very alone, and it's a brilliant Legion. Look at this. They're secured C, but they've flexed half their team back, and Edgar GQ and Ghost Gunner are potentially in a lot of trouble. There's a lot of distance between Edgar and Ghost Gunner and the rest of the Easy team. Now, if Papasten, NG, and Oxbow can push across, they'll be able to make quick work of those guys, and it might take Easy a bit of time to flex across and relocate. And in that time, the heavy tanks of Legion, Blast, Thomas. Oh wow, there. So Gangdalf has also relocated. Really interesting moves here. And there's Eggy. Eggy's pushing for B. If Legion can get B, this is going to be a really, really strong start for them. Eggy, he's proxy spotting Edgar there. Eggy and Edgar. And actually, it looks like they've moved. Yeah, Easy made a great call. General and the Batchat 25Ts come across. So now it's a patience game. Legion know that Easy have to come to them. That goes without saying. If Legion just sit back and Easy do nothing, it's going to be Legion's game in terms of cap points. The question is, are Legion going to try and knock out an isolated gun? Are Easy going to try and make a push? Bit of HE damage there, splashing onto Edgar. I think that was Papasten and then 113 who did that. So it's a question of who's going to make the push. And the hit points are definitely in the favor of Legion. They're about 1.5k ahead, and we've got Ahaju, Exa, and World Animal all bleeding HP. They're out trading, and it's Thomas. Thomas in the IS-7 is doing a great job of taking off, chipping away at the hit point pools here. But that being said, 934 damage, loses the driver, has to drop a medikit or a universal repair there to heal that damage. Thomas peeking a bit too aggressively, getting double tapped, and that's definitely going to help Easy out in the future. And it looks like Easy potentially stacking for a rush on C. That's what they need to do. They need to stop the C cap or cap B or knock out a gun or two from Legion. But here we go. Eggy, 113, potentially capping B. Can Edgar reset? Yes, he can HE roll. It's only 35 HP, but it stops the B cap in its tracks. And that is very important for Easy. If they let Legion get 2 caps, it's going to be very, very easy for Legion to exploit that cap pressure. And there we go, Papasten and Oxbow there, locking down the corner. Where is the other Batchat? NG sat at the back, getting a bit of crossfire there. And it looks like we've got a push coming. There's some speed boosts have been dropped. Let's see. Yes, here is the push. And it is the heavy tanks from Easy. World Animal, Atadu, Ghost Gunner, IS-7, 113 pushing into. Thomas is going to get focused down. This is Gangdalf. Great move here by Gangdalf. And this is a great play by Easy. They're going to try and get into the C cap and stop it. Also, the B cap is being taken by Edgar. We've got 2 battles happening, and look at this is the Batchats. Fantastic focus fire. Ajadu's down. World Animal, Ghost Gunner. There goes World Animal. Amazing focus fire by Legion. It was a good push by, a great push by Easy, but the flex by Legion in response was superb. Easy are going to get B, but they don't have enough points in the bank, and Legion are going to get the victory on the cap point. They just have to make sure they don't lose a gun. The Legion only need 20 cap points now to seal in the victory, and Legion stacked up defending C. As long as they don't make any silly mistakes, don't peek, they'll be fine. And that is the first victory for Legion. What a great play there. And Easy, good move. They had to push on C. Legion knew that, and they responded very, very well. I've been invited to a room. I'm not going to the room. I'm a little bit busy. So not a tremendous amount of damage. You think there's about 14, 15k HP on the table during these games. Battle duration 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Really good damage spread by Legion. Papasten, though, not getting any damage off, but certainly it was good that he was there. So let's see. Now we're switching spawns. And, oh, this could be very interesting. Legion potentially taking 2 leopards. This, if we see Legion taking double leopards, that would, for me, that would be a first. Especially with the grill, they're going full glass cannon. There's really no room for mistakes when you've got those 3 tanks. They're so softly armored. Might as well not have any armor at all, really, when you come to think about it. We've got Gangdalf, Oxbow there in the leopards, NG in the grill. Across the table, Easy also having some shuffles in their lineup. They're going to take a Batchat, also a 50B, a 268. So we're seeing Legion. They've got a strong heavy lineup, the 113, IS-4, AS-7. That is a pretty reliable core of heavy tanks. That is kind of reflecting back to a more tried and tested meta. But the double leopards, this is new to me. I've never seen this in training. Maybe it's because I haven't been at enough training matches. I don't know. Come on, Binny, get ready. But Easy, IS-4, 1113, IS-7, Batchat 25T, 268. This is going to be very interesting to see what Legion is intending to do with those tanks, because I don't know what to expect. NG there with the outrageous unexpected camouflage, luminous pink. That'll help him hide at the back of the map, I'm sure. And let's see what are Legion going to do. They've switched. They're in the south spawn now. Are they going to rinse and repeat the same strategy and go across to C, or are they going to play A? Look at that 5 speed boost dropped by Easy. Everyone from Easy making their way to A. Are they going to get some guns under B? No, it's the Batchat is going to go. That's General. He's going to go straight into A. Oxbow here in the Leopard. He's going to light up the entire Easy team. Yeah, 7 spots. Great play by Oxbow. Really, really good play. Getting the spots across. Easy, very aggressive. And there's Wazi in the 268. The weak side armor of that TD. Bleeding hit points. He's lost over half of his HP, pretty much. And that is a good start by Legion. Although Easy, Ajadu in the 113 has got the A cap. So now the tables are turned. It's Legion who have to make the play, who have to take the initiative. And Easy have got a bit of breathing room. And it's Valkyrie here. Look at that in the Iron Will. The new camouflage there. IS-4, hull down. Proxy spotting B, potentially spotting Legion players across the map, and it's Gandalf in the Leopard using that rapid mobility. Fastest medium tank at tier 10 by a long way. And he is going to cap C, but it's going to be over a 100 cap point lead in the favor of Easy. And we are about a minute and a half into the game. And Easy have got a comfortable cap lead, although they are behind by about 1,000 HP. But Gandalf and Oxbow, the two Leopards, have also been tagged once or twice there. And look at this, Thomas in the IS-4. Look at this, is great play by Easy. It's going to be very hard for Legion to dig these guys out. Look at this, the tanks stacked in like a sort of a staggered V formation. Side scraping 113s, hull down IS-7, patient hunting 268. Great play, but here we go. There's a push coming. General in the back chat spotted the Leopards. The Leopards flexing across the map very rapidly. They're both spotted. Oh, General missing a hit there from Papasten. Good dodge, gets one. The Leopards there are chasing him. This is... Generals, he's fully reloaded, but he's down to 860 HP. The Leopards are on the flank. That amazing laser-like gun handling ability could be a problem. Now we've got Easy. They're in a pocket, but Papasten taking a bit of damage. And here we go. Valkyrie in the IS-4 is pincered. General is going to come up and support him, but General is effectively a double tap. He's a double tap. And the Leopards, they could take him. Look at this. Gandalf's going to put one into General. There we go. General's trying to reload. Is he going to get... He gets one more into Gandalf. Can Gandalf finish him off? Yes. No, he can't. He fluffs the shot, but Oxbow might get it. Okay, there we go. It's all happening here. Now it's Oxbow and Gandalf versus Valkyrie, but Ghost Gun has been taken down by NG. NG in the grill, firing across the map. And it's Binny Legion here in the IS-4, leading the front line for Legion. Great flexibility there by Legion. The Leopards, that was beautiful to see them getting the crossfire in. That was the perfect situation for them. And now it is 3 guns up to Legion. They've got the cap points. They've got the hit points. A brilliant performance by them. Trapping Easy in the pocket gave them everything they needed. As do Egda. Both one-shots. Thomas with the kill. Binny's going to finish off Edgar. There we go. And now World Animal is surrounded. 152 HP. Is it a 7-0 victory? It is a 7-0 victory. The defending champions Legion showing what they're made of. And that is a very strong performance indeed. And Easy with a great start getting dug in. But I think, although I was praising it earlier on, I think it might have been their mistake. Might have been... look at that. NG in the grill camping on the red line, having an absolute field day. That is one I wish we had a replay for that, because that would be brilliant to see. So that was textbook Legion, in my opinion. Really good decision making. Easy fell into a bit of a trap there. They had the base that they took really well defended. But the problem was they didn't control the flanks, and they exposed themselves to a really significant amount of crossfire. They had nowhere to go. They couldn't work. They didn't have enough angles to work. And at the end of the day, that was their undoing. And it was some great double play there. Double play work by the Leopards of Legion. Really good, good coordination, good teamwork. And I'm glad it worked, because I was kind of looking at it going, a grill, 2 Leopards, are you sure? But they played it right. They used the mobility, they kept them at distance, and it goes to show that, every tank at tier 10 can be used very effectively in the right hands. And it's great to see the Leopard getting a bit of love at this level of Clan Wars esports on the World of Tanks Blitz. So we're getting ready now. I'm ready. We're good to go. And we are moving now into Castilla, old school map. This map has been trained into oblivion by all the teams, but there's just so many different ways that you can approach this map. The meta's never really sat still for any given period of time. And now with the relatively new Chinese WZ113, for sure, there's still some more things to be discovered. But it looks like Legion are taking a super mobile lineup once again. They're playing fast and loose with these tank composition choices. We've got Oxbow, Papasten, Batchat, Thomas in the premium Chieftain Mark 6. And then, oh no, it's actually not that mobile I light up. except with the double bat chats, but it's Binny IS4, Blast IS7, NG268, and Eggy in the 113 across the table in the easy corner on the blues. North Spawn, it's General, Batchat 25T, World Animal E50M, Ghost Gunner IS4, Edgar GQ, Object 268, Valkyrie T57 back in that tank, Ahajdu 113, and Jakolev 113. I believe Jakolev and Ahajdu are former R2K players, and definitely ones to watch here. And Papa Sten getting an absolute beating, 1387 HP on the crossing, so exposed. And that is, but Ahajdu is also out of position. He needs to pull back, otherwise he could be in a world of trouble as Legion bring the guns to bear. And World Animal here, getting some great spots, but 1000 HP, getting tracked again. He's having to burn through the repair kits. 320, 730. Getting a crucial bounce there, dodging another shot. But it wasn't enough. Fantastic focus fire by Legion. And that almost makes up, well, pretty much more than makes up for Papa Sten bleeding HP on the crossing. Papa Sten now in a great position to spot and get crossfire. Edgar GQ in the 268, relatively isolated. There's a light tank here. It's General in the Batchat 25T, getting some shots into Thomas. Thomas taking a lot of damage in the Chieftain, overestimating the armor profile there of the British heavy premium tank. Having to pull back. Hit points in the favor of Easy, gun advantage in the favor of Legion. Easy, if they can knock down, if they can, they need to take down Papa Sten. He is going to be a thorn in their sides. He's denying them angles of fire there, and he's spotting them up quite effectively. And Edgar GQ playing in the back. Papa Sten won't be able to spot him unless he exposes himself quite far. And it looks like Oxbow and NG, the Batchat and the 268 there, are effectively neutralizing Easy. And General in the Batchat's done a great job. He's also capped A. And he is putting cap points on the board in the favor of Easy. And it's Binny in the IS4 to cap B. That'll stop the gap from increasing. But it's going to be more than a 100 cap point lead in the favor of Easy here. Let's see, Papa Sten, he's in a very good position. He would like to have a few more hit points if possible. He's really stopping Easy from doing anything too aggressive on this flank. But if Easy managed to wake up to where he is and focus him down, they could be able to do some pretty impressive things to him. But Binny Legion, he was denied the cap, getting a critical bounce there. He's pulling back into the river. That could be a mistake because now he is effectively out of the fight for a while. And we've got Eggy here, Eggy in the 113. Also, it's Eggy's birthday today. Happy birthday, Eggy. Congratulations to you. He is stopping the A-cap. What a nice birthday present indeed. And that is going to buy Legion a bit of breathing space. 4 minutes on the clock. They've still got the gun advantage, but the hit point advantage is almost 2k, more than 2k now in the favor of Easy. And it is, there we go, Papa Sten finishing off Jakolev. And Legion really focusing on taking down the guns. Blast, and Papa Sten goes down to Ghost Gunner. And now it is Blast here. How long can he hold on for? Is he going to get one more? Ahajdu, with 109 HP. Ahajdu, no, it's Edgar GQ with the kill. And Thomas should be able to finish off Ahajdu. There we go. Great play there by Thomas and Papa Sten. Really, really good performance to lock down that flank. The cap points and the hit points are still in the favor of the Easy, but it's 5 guns onto 3. Binny is very low. He's having to rotate around. But Ghost Gunner, Edgar GQ, Valkyrie, they were almost full hit points, but you had to go and take some down. Ghost Gunner taking a hit there. Ghost Gunner trying to get the B cap in. They need to stop the cap point advantage from increasing, but Legion having the A cap in the middle of nowhere and there only being heavy tanks and a TD on the field, it's going to be almost impossible for Easy to get a reset on that cap effectively. And let's see here, Valkyrie the long reload. NG in the 268 is going to get a big hit into Valkyrie, 561 HP. Valkyrie knows he might be able to finish off NG, but is anyone going to finish him off from behind? No, Ghost Gunner in with the support. Valkyrie, no, NG for the kill. Big finish there. And Thomas Legion in the Chieftain also finishing off one of the other players on the field. But the last guy left is Ghost Gunner for Easy in the IS4. And this is going to be a 3-0 series to Legion. What a fantastic performance. Really good start by Easy on this map. But Legion once again showing the initiative, showing how dominant they are in terms of focus fire and flexing. Ghost Gunner managing to knock down Oxbow, but it's not going to be enough. Binny is going to come across. Ghost Gunner might be able to get a kill here on Binny. He gets a bounce. Finishes off Binny. Ghost Gunner going down swinging. But Thomas, the clan, the commander on the field, the clan lead with the final kill. And what a superb performance there by Legion. Dominant on both maps. But it was always going to be a tough one for Easy. And I think at the end of the day, it's the focus fire, the discipline, the experience, and the training that Legion have that sealed the deal. You've got to remember that with the exception of Lefnut, we're not seeing him here this evening so far, all of the Legion players have been together pretty much since 2016 as a unit, since that the first Twister Cup series. And Easy, although they are fantastically, they're OP players individually, and then the respective clans that they've kind of unified from under the Easy banner. They're new as a unit, and so they still have that could be a factor, the kind of that lack of experience working together as a unit as themselves could be what's being tricky for them. So great performance there. I don't know why I'm looking at those tabs, almost useless. So really, really good. We've now got, it was a very, very quick series there by Legion, which means we've got about 25 minutes to burn. So I would say leave the stream on. If you turn the stream off, or you go to a different tab, or you close the window, or whatever, apparently the coin counter stops, and you get less Twister coins, which is not ideal. So stay tuned. I had a chat with a couple of guys on Discord earlier today, mostly yesterday evening. And I said, okay, I'm going to try and play some tanks in between matches. So that's what I'm going to do now, just quickly. And then once I've played one game, we'll see if the scores are through the other matches, try and analyze the league standings. We didn't get an opportunity for that before we kicked off this evening. So the first tank choice, I'm not playing ratings. Nope, no way. No, not on PC. The first tank choice that I have is the FV215B183. This is courtesy of Winters from the Sparta clan. So if I end up playing against you in a random battle and you feel hard done by, I'm not brilliant on PC. Certainly I never played a tier 10 game on PC before. But if you do feel hard done by, that's who you need to write to express your displeasure with the situation. With the 183, I don't bother with high explosive. It's hesh or nothing. If you're playing tier 10, you're not playing tier 10 to make money. Or credits, rather. So I have... Let's see, I've tried to remap some of my controls. So in theory, I should be slightly better. And I think... Haha! I even know how to type now. Check that out. I am going to camp at the back in the 183. Thank you, Winters. Winters, the clan lead of Sparta. Just to remind you all who you need to complain to for this appalling tank choice. Let's see who we've got on our team. Okay, it's 5 tier 10s, 2 tier 9s. I've even... There we go. Oh no, that's not a good place at all. Oh, come on. Yeah, so sometimes I have great games in the 183, and sometimes I do 0 damage, and sometimes I get spotted, potentially by medium tanks, such as E50Ms that are in the corner. Yeah, I know. Oh. No. Goodness me. Well, PC controls in tier 10 are not a good mix. Not a good mix at all. I also think I've turned off the auto aim, which I'm not very happy about in general, to be honest. And I'm not really sure how I can turn it back on, so I'll have to double check that before the next game. That's my excuse for missing the first 2 shots. Oh, come on. So this is a loss. This is sad times. This is quite embarrassing. It's good when your team melts, you know? Well, that's quite sad. So let's go to the garage and pretend that didn't happen, and lament PC controls for all eternity. I tried to relabel things. How do I turn off auto aim or turn it on, as the case may be? Yeah. Not a good day. Not a good day. I know. Auto aim. What a stupid button to have auto aim. So the other choice is a Leopard 1. I forget who recommended this to me. Apologies. But let's see if we can't do any better. He lost the game. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I've also got the fan banner for a big game. Yeah, let's do C. I think. At least I'm learning the controls that I mapped. That's something. That is something. I think also the issue with the PC controls is forward and left is forward and left. But then back and left. Oh no, that actually works. No, don't mind me. I'm making stuff up. It just felt like the movement controls were not as responsive as touch. But that could just be me trying to compensate for being such a bad player on PC. It's interesting, you know. There are there's a general consensus that PC controls are overpowered. Now, is that turn the auto aiming on? I don't know. I pushed B. I mapped B to the auto aim. What I don't want to do is get discovered by an enemy TD. That would make me quite sad. So let's see. Potentially this STB. Nope. Well, better late than never. Oh my god. I don't like PC controls. It's official. I'm just doing a huge disservice to the Legion clan in general. Oh dear. Oh, that wasn't ideal. Let's go to the garage again. And yeah. just lament like how bad this is going to be for my stats. Let's see. Nice video. Thanks, Badfire. That makes me feel better. You haven't seen me fail miserably at tier 10 on PC controls though. We've got so much time to go. Let's try one more. I'm banking on we're still going to need a bit of time before the results come in. Yeah, banking on needing a bit more time before the results come in. From the other games, Legion versus Easy finishing very, very quickly there, indeed. Show us. Okay, BTHF is asking for the E100. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's do the E100 next. Yeah, I'll do that. You're going to hear this 5 minutes after you ask this BTHF, but yeah. Let's do that. Okay. I know where my ammo change buttons are. So I think my mouse sensitivity might be too high. That might be part of the issue. Haha! 85 HP. You take that Hesh roll. Okay. Let's try and do that again, but with 70! We're going the wrong way. We're going the wrong way. Let's just keep spamming Hesh until we land something, yeah? 145. It's an improvement. I'll take it. We're also we're spotting these guys up for our TD there in the backfield. Haha. Okay, we're finding our stride. We've faffed around with the controls. Go on, my son. Have a go. Oh, come on. Oh, where's their 183? Their 183 is there. Let's not poke. Okay, this is good, but I think it's mainly good because of my team rather than anything that I am doing in particular. Also, the Hesh. The Hesh is definitely helping me. It's compensating for my complete lack of skill on PC controls. We're working it. We're working it. This is my 6th game on PC. Let's switch up to APCR. No, I'm gonna go back to Hesh. Or am I? I don't know. It's hard to talk and play this game at the same time, you know? Just poor ammo choices in general. Come on. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, we've found our stride. I think what I'm going to have to do is massively adjust the DPI settings on my mouse because, yeah, Preci, I'm seeing your comment. I change it from the right mouse button, because for me the right mouse button is a quick scope. Henry Van Damme, no, it doesn't play better. You're wrong. To be fair, though, I have 36,000 games experience. I feel good enough. I've hung around now for the actual results. I have 36,000 games experience on touch, and that was my 6th game on PC. So I don't know what I'm expecting there. I don't want to read the chat. All right, BTHF asked for the E100. Let's give them what they want. Actually, no. You guys aren't here to watch me play Blitz like a complete potato. You guys are here for the online final of the Blitz Twister Cup. John Collery's Wagwan. I tell you what, go on. Rolling can't play on PC to save his life. Literally, I died twice really badly. It was embarrassing. But looking at the chart, Raid, Big Game, and Legion taking all of their first games, and Ready to Kill also taking. So that's the 4 winners of the series. Let's see who Big Game played. It's Big Game now, not Team Fearless. They've had another marketing change. So Big Game defeating First Alliance, an important win there for Big Game, and a bit of a crucial defeat. First Alliance would have been really hoping to get a win there. It's going to be quite important for, well, it would have been quite important for their campaign in general. We know that Legion beat Easy, so Ready to Kill, they managed to knock off Loka 3-1. Loka doing not too bad to get 1 victory in there. And then Raid, that means that Raid will have beaten Res, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Raid's beaten Res. So that is pretty good. It's a good start for this evening for Ready to Kill, Legion, Big Game, and Raid. And we're starting to see now a bit of separation between the top of the pack and the bottom half. And there's kind of R2K and First Alliance there in the middle, ready to go either way depending on how the upcoming fixtures go for them. So let's see. I'm going to see now if I can just turn the sensitivity down on my mouse by about, like, I don't know, 2000 DPI? I don't know what a DPI is. But I've got too much of it. Really got too much of it. So let's see. Okay, 4000. That seems reasonable. That seems reasonable. So we're gonna have a crack now. We've seen. Well, let's go back actually to the chart. So basically, Legion are going to be playing next against Res. Res, it's going to be a tough night for them, having lost their first fixture against Raid. This is going to be a very, very tough night for them. I think certainly if Easy, Loka, and Res don't start putting points on the board soon, once the matches from this evening conclude, there's only going to be about exactly 8 matches to go, and it's going to be very difficult for them to kind of accrue enough points. There we go, E100. To accrue enough points to kind of get back in the running for the top 8, they're going to have a really dramatic change of pace. Okay. Not seeing anybody that I know, which is good, because, you know, that means I'm less likely to die, which is always a plus. I can even type to people now. I've come a long way in 3 days. I think I've really done a good job of sort of like remapping the controls. Obviously not. Faust, don't go to the city. Like you're gonna be going alone. You're gonna die. Sashok Kachiok from the CZ Watt clan. I think you are making a strategic error. Our mediums have pushed up quite aggressively. They've managed to take down the E50, which is not a bad start. Enemy Jagdpanzer, the Jägeru coming up there, the AIM clan. Kanun Din, that is the tank that worries me most. The penetration values on that tank. Really a bit of a concern if you're in a heavy. Looks like our mediums are going to have finished off 2 tanks before I even get up the field. For people who think the heavy tanks shouldn't go up here, they absolutely should, because look at our guys. They're low HP, but here I come. The knight in, well, kind of like poorly polished black armor, the stalwart camouflage of the E100. We've got C, we've got B. I might not even be needed. It's great. And if I was on touch, I would have changed to HE, but the HE, my third ammo type, is quite far away. Oh, come on. I'm just not having a great time. That was my mistake. And there's the 183. Okay. Thank you, BTHF, for choosing this tank. That was a kind choice. I appreciate that, thank you. That was really nice of you. So let's see. We've won this. I've done 2 shots worth of damage. I feel like you guys are getting a misrepresentation of how I play Blitz, because this is just all wrong, all alien. I'm not happy. I'm not having a good time. No. Oh, we managed to get the kill there. Oh, good. GG. Thank you for carrying me once again, team. That was nice. Always a pleasure. It's a learning curve, says Hedon Van Dam. Yeah. I think it really is. Priestley say the controls are just as good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they are just as good. Oh my god. But really, you wouldn't know it to look at my performance here. We've maybe got time for one more. No, I don't want to miss the invite. The invite's going to be coming up in about 2 minutes. So let's just pretend that didn't happen. We won 2. We don't want to talk about the amount of damage that we did. Apart from the 4202 game was good, but I mean, I spammed Hesh for days. So I don't think it really counts, to be honest. So this next match, it's going to be very interesting to see what Legion do if they were looking to do a bit of an outlandish strategy or something that wasn't from their core playbook. Now might be a time to do it. Certainly, Res, on paper at least, in terms of clan wars activity and overall individual kind of stats, are one of the. I mean, there are no weak teams here at the top 8 on the EU server, but compared to everyone else here, they're one of the easier teams that Legion could be facing up against tonight, which gives them a bit of breathing room. They played on Thursday. They came up against Raid and R2K, and that was tough for them. They lost against Raid, and they narrowly snatched the victory against R2K. There we go. Put my face back. I've died of embarrassment and shame after those games on PC controls that you just witnessed. I'm really sorry about that. That is not kind. I wish there was a way. Next time what I'm probably gonna do is I'm just gonna bring some replays in, or maybe I'll spend some time practicing on PC controls and have a crack at it again. 50-50. So Supremacy, best of 5. Canal, this is a great map for clan wars, for Supremacy in general. 4-cap map, really, it's a dynamic environment. It's a big map. There are lots and lots of places to hide a TD for mediums and light tanks to get a good flank on. There's a lot of options for teams. Really, a tremendous amount of options for them in terms of what they can do. The caps are quite. There's the two kind of the BC caps are relatively close quarters city fights. And then you've got the A and the D caps off in the corners to the side. I believe it's the D cap, which is on what would be considered the medium flank, and the A cap is on where you would the corner where you'll see lots of grills and things taken. Res, that can't be their real lineup. I kind of hope that it is. That would just be the best. I would really enjoy. I would really enjoy seeing 5 bat chats, a leopard, and a grill going into this. I mean, I don't think it'd work, but I think it'd be really cool to watch it. Legion, on the other hand, taking a much more sane tank composition. Papasten 50B, left nut IS7. Worth bearing in mind, left nut is probably the only newish within the last year, newish addition to the Legion main team squad, the classic Legion that has defined the clan since the World of Tanks Blitz Twister 2016 Cup. So Gangdalf, Patton, NG, Grill, Eggy, 113, Blast IS7, Thomas back in his 113. I think we know what Thomas's favorite tank is, for the time being at least. Anyway. And then having a look, Res, they've gone to 6 bat chats. There's 2 minutes to go. Fingers crossed they take that, because that would just be something awesome to watch. Let's see here. Now, in all seriousness, 6 bat chats, I mean, it might work. there's a ton of mobility, and the clipping damage potential there's a lot, you know. 6 tanks, 3 shots each, in under, I think it's 6 seconds or something, you can get off all 3 shots. So potentially, there could be a really... I'll believe it when we see it, but this could be something incredible. And I don't know if this is Res trolling Legion. Maybe they're not feeling very confident. Maybe they just want to give us a good show. If so, well done, great job. At the end of the day, we're all here for the entertainment, for the fun. 50 seconds to go. It's Oxbow and Papa Sten sat in the queue. I don't think we can see who's waiting for the Res team. I think we are only seeing the queued players for Legion. So I'm not sure if the 2 Res reserves are waiting in the wings, maybe with a different tank choice. You've got to remember, the esports, even Clan Wars in general, has come a long way in Blitz. I remember the days when people used to jump in the last 5 seconds so that the opposing team couldn't see their tank composition. So these teams, they're not seeing each other's tanks right now. They're seeing like a model of a tank covered in a tarpaulin, a canvas sheet or something. So they don't actually know what each other are taking. Oh my god, Res are taking 6 bat chats. That's awesome. Thank you, Res. I love you guys for that. That makes me very happy. Very happy indeed. Oh my god. Okay, enough of me. Let's get into the battle. Oh wow. Okay. So your guess is as good as mine on this one. I really NG. Yeah, you're right, NG. Yeah. What? XDD. Yeah, that is exactly... Yeah, Spitfire says, why not? And that is a very good point. Why not? Well, I'll tell you what, Spitfires. Unless you have a really, really good plan, we're probably about to see why not. Yeah. So, Legion probably scratching their heads thinking, I don't know what they're doing. A good bet would be that they're going for the decap, but here Spitfires for C, Mr. Vodka Boy there, spotted getting a hit from Gangdalf. He is spotting, didn't get into the Legion tanks, playing very passively. Great play by Legion. They're probably wondering what to do. Res here with the 2 cap gain. This could work, but Olive taking one there from Gangdalf and the pattern. Running away, a very good move indeed. He has decided that no, he does not want to hang around to see what happens when he meets those 5 tanks head-to-head, one-on-one. Getting another hit there from Binny, narrowly dodging the shot from NG in the grill. It's Gangdalf and the pattern to cap B. Great play by Legion, leaving the faster tank to cap D, while the heavier tanks, or the less mobile tanks rather, flex across. Thomas taking a bit of damage there. Blast, was it fall damage? Oh. Cap points in the favor of Res. 2 caps, 100 cap points in the lead. Legion are either going to deal with this or we're going to see the definition of a new meta, because this is unique, what you're seeing here. Left nut, Thomas bleeding HP. Olive's quite low, but if they can keep Olive at the back, I would be moving Olive back. I would put Radium and Mr. Volkerboy somewhere forward. Spitfire's losing a lot of HP there. Getting absolutely smashed. HP 2k in the favor of Legion. Probably just because they didn't start with 6 light tanks, to be honest. Legion now with C and D, they'll need to contest B, and this is where it falls down for Res, because what's happened is they're all in a pocket. If they can defend B and not get pushed, they'll win. But that's a big ask. We've got Binny Legion in the IS-2. He's going to stop the B cap. And now there's not really much that 6 bat chats can do from A. Not much that they can do at all. Mr. Volkerboy is dropping the speed boost. It looks like they're going to try and clip out Binny, but there's a lot of missed shots going there. Binny's going to get the B cap. Legion with the 3 caps now. The cap points, Binny taking 2 hits. Bouncing Vodka Boy, I think, there. Legion can play passive now, and there's nowhere for Res to go. Eggy and Blast off to the left. Gangdalf and Binny off to the right. Thomas and Lefna in the middle, and NG sniping on the back there, turning the Res team ducks into a barrel. But look at this amazing play by Res. Great flex. They're gonna focus down the isolated tanks on one flank. Blast is going to be the first. It's a gun advantage to Res. Eggy's going to go down. This is incredible, but there's a lot of HP lost by Res, and now they need to work on taking down the other tanks. But Legion are behind in terms of cap points. They wait a bit longer, but there go Spitfires. NG in the grill, picking up a good kill there. Low HP, Spitfires going down. Mr. Vodka Binny's in trouble. Mr. Vodka with a kill. It's 3 guns in the favor of Res. This, if Res take this, but there we go. Gangdal finishing off QC34. If Res take this, it will be something to write home about. And it's NG to finish Boulanger Infernal, but it's 4 guns onto 4. QC34 Spitfires, Boulanger Infernal down. Vodka Boy now in a significant amount of trouble. Legion with a strong cap point lead, and Thomas finishing off Mr. Vodka Boy. It looked like it was going to work, and there's NG finishing off Olive. The grill mopping up those soft Batchat targets. Radium coming in, getting a kill on Gangdalf. Getting one into Thomas, but now Radium's very, very low. Very, very low indeed. He's having to run away. Long reload in the chamber for Radium. Oh, brilliant play. Tritumishia with the kill there on Thomas. It's 2 on 2. Legion just need to survive. And it looks like Lefnut there with the ram kill into the grill. And Legion having to work quite hard not to lose that one. And that makes me think... I'm sorry, Pefucha, Chafu. I'll accept the friend request, but I won't be joining you in the platoon. I am a little bit busy there. So that was cool. I mean, I wasn't expecting Res. I wasn't expecting Res to do as well as they did with that strategy. And I think if you watch it back, you'll see Legion kind of hesitating in spawn, having a bit of a I'm not sure what to do versus this enemy lineup situation. But great to see them flex very, very quickly, get back on track, and end up cornering all of those Batchats, all 6 Batchats. In the A cap, in the top left-hand corner of the map. Really interesting stuff there. So good to know that actually looks like it could work. I think that as a strategy was not a complete throwaway. I think if you can pull out 6 Batchats on this map, maybe 5 Batchats, I don't know, maybe a bit of mobility, maybe a Leopard or a Patton, maybe a medium tank to back them up, it might work. It looked like it might work. Certainly Res had Legion on the ropes a little bit there in the beginning when they were 2 guns up, but Legion, that notorious focus, fire and discipline, seeing them through in the end. But Res, what an amazing performance. Really something special there. So switching spawns now. Legion, similar lineup, almost identical, I think. Res taking a more traditional setup. So that's going to be interesting. I think Legion are going to be a bit more comfortable now, seeing Radium, Batchat, Tiponet, E100, Stalwart, Spitfires, Grill 15, Mr. Vodka Boy, IS4, QC34, IS7, Boulanger Infernal. There, my ammo bar once again hiding. It's an IS4 on IS7, probably an IS7, and Olive in the WZ113. Yeah, it was an IS7. And then having a look now at Legion's lineup, also with the grill. The grill still getting a lot of love on this map. Not being completely replaced by the 268, the superior gun handling and fire arc of the grill on a long open map like this. Offsetting it, but Spitfires, big hit. Who got that in? Oh, wow. The grill, Legion knew that the grill would be going across to A, and Spitfires down to 389 HP. Radium taking damage. They've got the B cap, Res with the cap lead, but Legion, Gangdalf and the M48 Patton is going to secure D before Radium and his partner Boulanger Infernal secure A. So the cap lead is fractionally in the favor of Legion now, and Rez are on the back foot. They are going to have to push across. But look at this Legion. You've got Lefnut here in the IS-7. He's going to go hull down into a defensive position here. It is Gangdalf up here exploiting the M48 patterns gun depression. He's got Blast in the 113. Blast is going to try and lock down this middle area here. Oxbow in the city along with Binny and Thomas. Binny and Thomas pulling back. They're going to be going undersea. This is quite a classic Clan Wars strategy here. And Thomas taking a bit of fire there. Oxbow in a bit of a tricky position. He will probably want to be further back if he can get away with it. Very classic lineup here. You've got the Grill NG there going into the Overwatch position at the back. You've got IS-7 Lefnut and WZ-113 Blast covering B. They can push into B if needs be. Oxbow and Thomas, well, they're flexing away. Typically you'd see someone staying on that ramp under C. And Binny in the IS-4 blind firing towards the bush. All of them aiming too high. Spitfires is not as high as they're aiming, but they are trying to take down that one-shot Grill. They know he's there somewhere, so if there's no targets on the field, why not have a pot shot in that general direction? A blind fire kill, taking out the Grill would be a huge advantage to Legion. And it looks like the Grill's pulling down. He knows that he's getting blind fired. Yeah, he's really going to have to be quite careful. Even if he stays unspotted, he is still at risk. So Legion in a defensive position. NG and Thomas at the backfield, the battle commander, the caller, looking out across his troops, making sure everyone is in the right position. And there's a good hit. Well, 19 HP. A good hit by my standards from the last couple of games I played before we got into this. Vodka Boy there. So Rez once again trapped in this pocket, but now with the heavier tanks to push out and resist pushes in. What they need to do is hold on to B. And it's going to be, you see where QC34 is here. The move by Rez, they have to focus a gun, but that's not possible. Legion are effectively stacked up in super defensive positions. And they're all crossfire and supporting one another. Mr. Vodka Boy is asking what we should do. Well, it's going to be too late, this piece of advice for you, Mr. Vodka Boy. But yes, Blast Point, you should rush C, but Legion are ready for you. And QC34 there, not side-scraping effectively enough, taking 600 HP's worth of damage. Binny with a really good crossfire here. Tipunet's going to get spotted by Binny. There we go. And Binny might be able to get a shot off. Looks like he can't get the gun down. Struggling with that Russian gun depression in the heavy there. Gangdal's taking some damage. But Legion don't really care at this point. They're about 130 cap points away from securing the second victory against Rez. Rez need to stop the clock on C or push through and take down a Legion tank. That's what they need, a kill or to stop the clock. And it'll be a fractional stop the clock on C. That's all they need. And it looks like they're going to stack tanks. And what they need to do is push with the full HP tanks and try not to die on the way to capping C. But they've got potentially 20 seconds before Legion walk away with a victory here. And it looks like whatever they're doing, they've left it too late. Because Radium is... The Batchat's too soft. He's spotted. And Oxbow knows what's coming. He's pushing in. Great move by Legion here. And they win by 4 cap points on the clock. Rez leaving it until too late there at the end on the push. I'll accept that friend request. I'm accepting all the friend requests. Keep them coming. Thank you so much for the love. Makes me feel very happy indeed. So let's have a look here. Et voila. And we're back. So a traditional strategy there by Rez. Once again, super closely contested. Rez, they left it till too late. And this is something that you'll see Legion pay attention to what Legion do throughout the match and how quickly they do it. They don't hesitate. Legion rarely spend time in limbo. They don't sit in the same position wondering what to do. They pick a strategy and they roll with it. And if they see their opponents doing something, they adapt and they roll with that too. And it's something that you'll see R2K, Big Game, Raid, First Alliance, the kind of the guys that have got more Clan Wars experience do, because they understand that hesitation, if you're in a disadvantaged position, letting the clock tick over only helps your opponent. You need all of the time on the clock in order to to give yourself the best chance at the win. So moving now onto Yamato Harbor, a very balanced map, a good tiebreaker map. Legion only need one more victory though, and I know that this is one that they have rehearsed very, very well. Rez taking a very diverse and varied lineup, no repeated tanks, no repetition, nice to see that. Legion 4113s, they've really found their stride with this Chinese heavy tank, and they're integrating it a lot into their strats moving forwards. So getting into the action once more, potentially the last match rather, of this evening, if Legion can close this off. And this would mean that Legion will have walked away with 2 3-0 victories, which is for them will be a great confidence boost. So let's see: Binny IS4, Lefna IS4, Oxbow IS7, Eggy 113, Gangdap 113, Papastem 113, Thomas 113. Across the table, Radium, Batchat, Boulandra Infernal, E100, QC34, Foch 155, Tiponet IS7, Battlehardened, Great Camouflage. It's Spitfires in the mouse. Mr. Vodka Boy 268 and Olive in the 113, the 268 Mr. Vodka Boy asking if they should rush. I don't think that's a good idea. This is Legion, and they know how to flex effectively. Both teams spreading out quite aggressively. It looks like Rez are pushing up further on the C-cap. Papa Sten for Legion in the 113 will be the answer to defending that. And it looks like, yes, great play here. Oxbow in the IS-7 has managed to get under into the middle, Cap B, and he hasn't been punished a lot for it. They've really missed an opportunity there. And now Lefnut, sneaky Lefnut in the IS-4, this Cap, and there's no crossfire. Legion making sure no one's across to get hits in on him, but he's pulled back. Thomas Legion calling attention to Sector 9. He has obviously spotted something's happening. And indeed, there is. Papa Sten is out here. He's dropped the speed boost. He's flexing away. It's because QC34 and the Foch 155 and Radium are potentially going to rush him. But that seems to be off now. So it looks like both teams, or Legion, are abandoning the medium flank. They don't need it anymore. Radium's going to cap out C in the Batchat. That will stop the cap points from ticking too far ahead in Legion's favor. But certainly, it's going to be about 170 points for Legion, 160 points in the favor of Legion before Rez are able to stop the cap point victory, well, the victory point lead from increasing further. And now we've got here Olive, Spitfires, relatively isolated. Legion, the tanks are grouped much more compactly. Rez have got the map control, but is that at the expense of leaving some tanks isolated? Potentially. And now the question is, Legion, they have to make sure that B remains in their control. They have to make sure that the push doesn't come through A. And we're seeing here a great, this is what we're talking about. It's Radium and QC34, big hit into Papa Sten. Papa Sten looking vulnerable, and this could be a turning point for Rez if they can capitalize on it. Gangdao fluffing the shot. It's Papa Sten getting one in. It's a good trade though for Rez. Now Radium, 3 clips in the chamber, dropping the speed boost. He's spotted. He gets one from Oxbow. Oxbow takes one from Mr. Vodka Boy. From the Tiponet. Mr. Vodka Boy almost finishing off Oxbow. Radium changing targets, finishing off Oxbow. This is a good game for Rez. Really good start. They've got 3 guns onto 2 here. Papa Sten is down to his last 45 HP. Survives the ram kill from Radium. QC34 to finish him off. Radium on the long reload. Mr. Vodka Boy, big hit into Gangdalf. Rez are 2 guns up. They've also got the cap point lead. This could be Rez pulling it back, stopping a 3-0 walkover, but Eggy taking down Boulandra Infernal in the E100. The heavy flank is Legion's. The medium flank is Rez's. The question is, who's going to have the most tanks, the most hit points left to battle the other side, to battle the survivors of the other flank? Mr. Vodka Boy to finish off Gangdalf. took him very, very long. QC34 taking a bit of damage there in return. And Thomas Legion finishing off Tiponet. And there we go. Legion dominant in the city area. Rez dominant on the flank. But Legion doing a wonderful job to knock down 3 guns in the city. They've left themselves with the cap, the HP lead. Binny Legion is certainly going to be an absolute key player. And there he goes, finishing off Spitfires. The isolated mouse. The last tank left for Rez on the heavy flank. And this is Legion's game unless they throw it away. Radium needs to work on focusing down the low HP tanks. Let's see Eggy here in the 113. But Thomas, clan lead, Wargaming Fest 2017, camouflage on that Chinese heavy. These guys, supported by their clan mates behind them, they just have to hold on for 100 more cap points. Big hit by Mr. Vodka Boy there, but he's getting punished in return. I don't think Rez are going to be able to push in. They're going to have to work very hard. Radium in the back chat bouncing Thomas. Mr. Vodka Boy to finish off Thomas. There we go, but it's cost him dearly. Triple tapped there, and it's Binny and Eggy. They'll finish off. Certainly Binny will finish off Mr. Vodka Boy, but QC34 finishes off Eggy. Binny finishes off Mr. Vodka Boy. There's nothing Rez can do here, and the cap points will tick over in the favor of Legion. Great performance by both sides, but Legion proving their dominance once again. Great evening for Legion, going 3-0 in both of their fixtures. Really, really superb. Oh my god, how many friend requests? What? Okay, I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this for. I'm very happy. I'm feeling the love. Okay, thank you. Do friends lists get full? Are they capped? Are they limited? I hope not. It's quite nice. Okay, so that's good. What I'm going to do, that was a very quick fixture. Again, I'm not sure how much more we've got to go. I'm sorry, I'm not going to join a platoon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play another game. I'm not going to play tier 10 because I want to swear about how bad the last couple of games were. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready. I think this is the lesson we can all take. Don't play above what your experience level lets you. If you're not ready for tier 10, don't play tier 10. I'm not ready for tier 10 on PC, so I'm not going to play tier 10 on PC. So what we'll do is we'll just jump into a really lovely, friendly game on tier 7 in a really OP tank like this one. Fantastic. Yeah, we're going to jump into an OP game. We're going to play this game, and then we're going to look at the leaderboard. Someone's asking why I don't get Twister coins till watching the live tournament. And Medzi, yes, Medzi, absolutely correct. You have to watch through the portal. That information is in the description below. So when you tune in again another evening, make sure you go through the in-game client or the web portal, log in with your Wargaming ID, and you will get the Twister coins on your account, which you can use to open crates and get all of the good things. So we're top tier. There's only one tier 6, so there might as well be, I don't know. Let's see, we're up against probably an SP1C and it looks like a T20, one of the American tanks. Oh, spotted, no. Aha. This is dirty, but you know, we play to win. We don't play for any other reasons. Good shot. Yeah, I agree. Let's target the SP1C. Oh my god. Wow, I don't think I could have hit the corner of that building if I tried. I'm not aiming for him. Okay, so the Comet's dead. That's a good start. Yeah. Ow. Well, we're doing okay in terms of guns. I'm not playing very well again. But I will punish this guy. Oh no, maybe he'll just get away from me. Aha! It was worth it. Oh no. So sad times. Sad times indeed. Let's not hang around for the result of that. Just before I forget. B. What was B? Okay. So, let's see if the chart has been updated for this evening's matches. There we go. Big Game winning both of their fixtures this evening, beating Loka. No, sorry, beating. Oh wow, beating First Alliance and Raid. That is a really good win for Big Game. That's going to put some distance between them and Raid in terms of the leaderboard, noting that Raid, Big Game, and Legion were all tied for first place at the beginning of this evening before we kicked off any matches. And Legion will be appreciative of that as well, because that means that both Legion teams now are pushing ahead to the top of the leaderboard. And it is Big Game and Legion leading the pack with 5. R2K, Ready to Kill, also having a good evening, knocking off Loka and Easy in quick succession. Easy having a very, very tough time of it. Easy now 1 and 5. It's going to be an uphill struggle. They've got 8 games left to play, and they really can't afford too many more losses if they're to be within a chance of securing a spot in the top 4. Loka beating one of their opponents this evening. Brilliant stuff. Losing to R2K, but finishing off First Alliance. And that keeps First Alliance on 2. I think First Alliance have lost both of their games this evening. Yeah, losing to Big Game and then losing to Loka. And with the last fixture of theirs as Ready to Kill, the round 1 is going to have been a tough draw for them as well. So top of the pack, Raid, R2K, Legion, Big Game, looking quite comfortable for the time being. Loka, First Alliance, All Stars, and Rez is back. Trailing, still plenty of time and matches for them to catch up, but the pressure is definitely on for those 4 teams. So, yeah, everything all to play for. Reminder from the round robin, it's 14 matches per team in total. They play each opposing team twice. The top 4 teams in terms of points scored go through, advance to the elimination phase. The other 4 teams don't make the cut. So every point in the bag really it's vital. I mean, obviously it's important, but certainly getting points in the bag early on takes the pressure off, gives a bit of breathing space for later matches when potentially the amount of experience with the strategies, with the metas that are in play at this level become known to all the different clans. So really great stuff. Really another fantastic evening. The day 4 of the round robin series is going to be Tuesday. That is Tuesday the 25th of September. The games, the first match will be at 8 p.m. Central European Summertime. So you should be able to catch that live on this channel at 5 minutes past 8. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Oh wow, we won. Okay. Thank you so much for bearing with me whilst we went full noob on the matches in between the games. Oh my good lord. I'm never going to be able to do anything in-game ever again. All I'm going to do is accept friend requests for the rest of my life. Unbelievable. Okay. Oh, not too... Oh, I missed the timer. Can't reward the people on the team who did good. Well done, team. Well done. Good job. Good job. So, yeah. Thank you for bearing with me. Hope to catch you on on Tuesday for day 4. It's going to be the last game of round 1 and the first game of round 2. So it's the halfway mark for the round robin series, and that is when we'll definitely start having an indication of who's going through and who's getting knocked out from the European server. That's all from me. Thank you so much for being here, and yeah, see you soon.